you people. Welcome to a long-awaited Miraculous episode.
Possibly long-awaited, depending on how many you guys actually look forward to the Miraculous episode.
I know, I look forward to the real episodes. We've gotten into season 3. So
it's been an interesting season, that's for sure.
Let's go over the newer episodes and some of the spoiler stuff if we want to, maybe. I didn't write those down, I'm realizing now, but we can. We can mention them. Yay. So, Chameleon. Lila's back.
Love that moment of silence where we're just like...
Yeah, Lila's back. Joy.
But Adrian sat next to Marinette.
He did. Oh, that look. Oh my god, I did. Because he was like, okay. So she was like sitting there like, like, I'm so cute, but I'm pretending like I'm not. And then Adrian's like, hey, I'm gonna go sit by her. He's like, looking up at her like, I wonder how she's doing. She looks a lot like Ladybug. Nah, she doesn't. I'm gonna go sit by her.
I was actually thinking about the look that Adrian gave Marinette at the beginning of the episode when Lila comes back in and she's talking about her quote-unquote tinnitus.
Yeah.
And then Marinette didn't want to move.
When everybody like gasps. And
yeah, and then
Adrian's like...
It's like, Marinette! I'm like,
Adrian,
no!
Don't look at her like that. You know. Why?
Sometimes his being blonde really annoys me. Really annoys me.
Not that I would change it or anything, but...
Yeah. But I wouldn't change a thing. Camp Rock 2? Final Jam?
Oh, yeah, right. Like, I watched that. Anyway, so... I had to watch Camp Rock.
I'm just laughing at how I peeked the mic. I'm just like, what?
What? You sound like Ruby whenever you do stuff like that.
What?
Wrong fandom. Okay, anyway.
I can still come in.
A big thing about that shut up. A big thing about that episode was that Marinette really needs to work on her incognito-ness, as I put it on the paper.
Oh boy, does she.
She's standing like on the freaking toilet like, I'm Marinette! And then like not 5 seconds later she goes, Tiki, spots on! She might as well have just yelled, I'm Marinette, who is also Ladybug, for anybody in the vicinity to actually hear me! Yeah! Like,
but it's a TV show, so of course nobody's gonna hear her.
Even though, you know, Adrian's right outside the bathroom. Lila was outside of the bathroom. I mean, I'm just saying.
This reminds me of a scene from High School Musical, but again, wrong fandom. But I'm gonna bring it up anyways, because you know how much we go off topic. So, like, you know in the first movie when Sharpay hears Gabriella singing in the bathroom?
Yeah.
And then Gabriella literally goes to hide behind a wall?
Oh, yeah.
It's like she could have very clearly seen her. Because she went and looked in the mirror afterwards, and then we see where she hid, and I'm just like, how did you miss that? Or were you really just that much of a blonde?
Because I'm a blonde. Yeah. Because I'm part blonde. I'm part blonde.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. My mom's blonde.
That does not make you part blonde.
Yes, it does. I have blonde moments.
Anyways, we'll go back on topic now.
So yeah, overall, Chameleon, I liked it. Lila's obviously not gonna give up because duh. I'm kind of like rambling through all these rather quickly already just because we have so many to talk about. But so I'm trying to slow it down.
How many
you have anything to say about Chameleon?
How many episodes are we in for this season so far?
5?
I thought so.
Okay.
Miraculous 5.
Oh my gosh, we keep doing that. First Ruby 6 ends Volume 6, and now Miraculous 5 when we have 5 episodes. I'm so smart. So anything else to say about Chameleon other than the fact that, like...
We hate Lila?
Yeah. I will say...
I'm glad that Adrian knows that she's lying.
Yeah.
I'm really glad.
It was such a sweet moment between them two. Anyway. Let's move on now to Where Dad.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, that's my new laugh
my
now.
gosh.
Just like, hire me for your voiceover work. Major Marishat moments.
Like, dang.
Sort of.
Okay, can I just say, like, the way Marinette's dad was when Marinette confessed her love for Chat Noir, the way that he dove into it, I'm like, literally every fangirl is when we just watch a Ladybug or Chat Noir or Marinette and Adrian moment. It's like, he's literally, and then he's like, and then he brought up the hamster.
Okay, so
it's like, do you like hamsters? I'm like, oh my god, do
yes,
you know all about it? Do you know all about how, like...
I know, how much did her parents know about her love life? Jeez.
Her dad seems to be, like, completely in the loop to where not even Marinette is fully aware, and it scared me.
Okay, so... I read a comment, I think it was...
I'm gonna bring up my old text conversation to bring up these points, because I had a lot to say about Where Dad over text.
Okay, I don't remember what it was from or anything like that. I think it was from Mousestruck, but I don't remember, because it's been a while since I looked at it. But, so I read this thing, basically, that said that, and I think it was in one of the spoiler things, so, spoiler, I guess? But not really, so, because it didn't really tell me anything more than just this. And here it is. I will eventually say it. So the name of the hamster that we have not heard yet is a big thing for the ships, apparently.
Wait, what's the name?
I don't know. That's the thing. Nobody knows the name because they won't say it. Because they keep getting interrupted
I'm getting sleepy now.
Huh?
I'm getting sleepy now.
Wake up! Ah! You picked the mic.
No, you made me peek the mic.
I don't scare you that bad. You.
Oh, Neo comment. The Neo comment.
Anyway, but this is, like, honestly the perfect episode to show off the fact that they're not interested in each other at all.
Yeah, marriage
like
chat is no.
So, but still. You know,
I'm trying to find...
There are, like, moments that it's like... Okay, yeah, I can see Marinette being like, oh, wow, Chat Noir is, like, really awesome, and maybe I do kind of like him. But, like, for the most part, it's a matter of, like, he's a great partner, and she's a cool friend.
When did Where Dad come out?
A long time ago.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if it'll help me find the conversation.
I want to say it's, like, February 5th or something, but it might have been something else. I don't know.
Back order. Okay, so I think I'm getting closer.
No, Backorder.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like...
Master came out around the same time. Where Dad came out way before him. Not as far back as Chameleon, but still.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find, like, the conversation where I went on, like, a full rant about Where Dad over text.
I'm tired now. Stop making me tired! No! Also, can we just say, Marinette is the first girl to ever confess to Shat, or aka Adrian, because I think Adrian was saying that about himself as well.
I can't find it. But I am determined.
Determination.
Determinate.
You sing now.
Okay. I found it. I said, Mary Chat totally caught me off guard. He's spilling his feelings to the baby. I brought up, like, the moment where, Marinette is defeating the re-akumatized baby which I forget the name of that baby, but he's so cute.
It was like Gigantitan or something like that.
And so she still has the baby and everything. I think she accidentally leaves it at her house or something. Because I know her dad
No, she accidentally steals its pacifier when she hands it off to
Oh,
Shat.
right. And then Chat brings it, and then the dad is just like full on talking to the baby about like the plans.
Dad didn't talk about to the baby. Shat talked to the baby about the fact that Marinette was the first girl that ever confessed to him, and he wishes Ladybug would.
And the baby's just like,
it's like
baby noises.
It's like, you're weird, and you look like a cat.
Okay, can Marinette's dad just chill for a sec with their relationship? Like, dang.
Yeah. This is such pertinent information that you found for us, Sophia.
Well, see, I figured it would help me bring up, like, all my talking points, because I had a lot to say about We're Dead. Just, like, I remember I was watching the episode, I literally was trying to do, like, a text-by-text playback action kind of thing over messages, because I was just like, whoa.
It gave a very Jack and the Beanstalk, too. I kind of wish that, like... I kind of wanted in my head for Shat to change into Adrian to, like, be a different person to try to save, because I figured he'd be smart enough to realize that Marinette's dad was kind of mad at him, you know?
Sorry.
Stop it. He didn't change back into Adrian. I was like, what, you idiot? Like, why didn't you do that? And then if it didn't work that way, then you could change back into Shat. But he didn't do that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, moving on. Chris Master! Okay, somebody pointed out to me it's Christmas.
Christmaster?
Yeah. Like, look at the spelling of it.
Christmaster. Christmaster. Christmaster!
It's still Chris Master, but, like,
yeah.
It's spelled Christmas. Almost. Anyway, so we get to meet Nino's little brother.
I don't like him very much. I really don't. I feel like, what was the name? Do you know, like, do you remember that little girl that Marinette is? Manon. Is that her name? Manon. I can't do French. What? That's the first thing you go for when you think of French actors. Okay. I feel like she was. How old is she? Do you remember how old she was? She was like 4 or 5 or something.
I don't know if it said. I want to say she's like. I want to say her age range is probably 4 or 5, based off of her way she does things.
Yeah, and then Chris is how old?
I'm assuming like 7 or 8, based off of his way. He maybe 6.
To me, he felt a lot more bratty than.
And I'll say that's something with that can be something with children, is that when they get older, they just want to be, you know, they want to be grown up too, but they're not. So it's like annoying.
Any children watching this, growing up is not as fun as it seems. I promise.
It can be.
I really promise.
But yeah, I mean, everybody's jealous of the baby that gets to sit there in the stroller and be driven around basically the mall instead of having to walk. I am anyway.
I was gonna say, I don't typically mind it. I sometimes enjoy walking around. Probably because I used to do that whenever I had off periods in high school. I'd be like, let's go walk around a block.
My stomach made a noise. Anyway, so I am in a Discord chat with a bunch of fans. Sorry, I died for a second. But I'm in a Discord with a bunch of fans, and so I asked, like, I was listening to them talk about this episode, and a lot of them are saying that they felt it was rushed. What do you think about that?
Rushed meaning what?
Like, they felt like they were just trying to put something out, that it wasn't very good.
I mean, I can say that the Christmas episode probably... It felt a little off to me. I would have understood it more if they put it during Christmas. Yeah. It did feel a little weird that it was put out now, and it makes me wonder, were they supposed to put it out on Christmas? Because originally, I believe season 3 was supposed to start in December. So is this one of the ones that was supposed to come out during Christmas? And so now they're just kind of like throwing it out there because they're like, well, we were supposed to put it. I don't know. But here's one thing I do know. Marinette has made way too many gifts for Adrian. Yeah, I was like, okay. See, I've planned up to my boyfriend's anniversary gift. Like, I already know what I'm getting him for his birthday. I already know what I'm getting him for Christmas, which when I actually I straight up told him, it's like, I can't wait to give you your Christmas present. And then he's just like, wait, what? It totally caught him off guard. And he's just like, wait, you already have it planned all the way up to Christmas? It was like, oh, I need to step up my game. And I'm like, it's just a couple months away. It's not that big of a deal. Christmas is not a couple months away, honey. It'll fly by. That's why I call it. That's why. Okay, think about it this way. We're halfway through the semester already. I can't wait till it's over. We're halfway through. We blinked. And it's already halfway. That's why I say it's a couple of months, because I know it's going to go like that. I've always said at the beginning of every year throughout, like, especially throughout high school, but just like throughout in general school, I'd always say at the very first day of school, I'd be like, well, school's almost over. And everybody hated me for it. They were like, no, it's not, you idiot. And then, like, the last few days would come. They're like, I felt like it was just yesterday we started. I'm like, I told you. See, that's what I'm trying to go off of. Like, I know it's 10 months away. I know that. I know it's 5 years away, but I mean, I'm sure it's fine. But the fact that she has it planned up to his 50th birthday, I'm like, honey, you need to calm. Is it 50th or is it 30th? I'm so 50th. Confused. 50th. Oh my gosh, came up with, I know what I'm going to get Adrian for his 50th birthday. But I think she only planned for 30. I think she just skipped to 50 all of a sudden. 30 years, though! Still, yeah. Yeah, honey. Oh, look, calm. My desktop, it's got my sweet sunshine child. Anyway. Your sweet sunshine child. But at least she finally admits that she's a little bit crazy. A little bit? She's like, maybe I am a little crazy. I literally just said, I paused it, and I was like, I died laughing for a minute, and I'm like, honey, calm the frick down. Ooh, I was gonna have to bleeper you for a second there. Oh, just do it. No, don't do it. Anyway. Bleeper you? What is that? Brings out rated R language. No, this is a PG show. I'm kidding. PG. Anyway. PG? PG? Shouldn't this be G? Have you heard the plot line of this story? True. Anyway. Also, we see Skater Guy again. I don't know why I put that in there. Okay, totally random thing that I came up with. Does Santa Claus know that Marinette and Ladybug are the same person? I would assume so. He knows. He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake. No, because I figured if he didn't know, and I'm like, so does that mean that Marinette gets, like, double Christmas presents or something? Or how does the Ladybug get presents? I think he knows who she is. I have a feeling that instead of saying Ladybug, it says Marinette. Marinette / Ladybug. Yeah, something like that. I think it says Parents sees Christmas presents. Why does your present say Marinette / Ladybug? Well, actually, if you think about it, Ladybug is kind of a nickname. And so when he put, like, her actual name on there,
I mean, I know she portrays another person named Ladybug, but if you think about it, it's really quite, honestly, to somebody who knows that she's who she is, it's a nickname. Boom. I solved a problem.
So if Ladybug is the most behaved child in the whole world, can Cat Noir be number 2?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Also, I love it how when Nino asks, Santa Claus is like, rolls out the paper and has to like keep going.
Let's see. And Nino's like, ugh. Poor Nino. Makes me wonder what he's done wrong, though. Like, what has Nino done wrong?
Well, see, I took it in, like, the place of, like, see, my brain, the way that it took it as, like, class ranks. It's like, you know that so many kids, like, there's a lot of kids who end up getting straight A's in high school, but it's all, like, depending on whether or not they take AP versus pre-AP versus regular, that they get the extra points.
Yeah.
I figured that's how it worked. That's how it worked. There's a lot
Santa's
of really
gotta check his GPA.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, that probably goes into fact because good little children do their homework.
Well, here's what I think part of it is, too, is that maybe Nino didn't used to, like, care about people. Because if you remember one of the previous episodes, Heroes Day, Nino said that he didn't used to really care about Heroes Day until Ladybug and Cat Noir showed how much you could do for other people. So that's kind of my thought of it that I thought of just now.
Well, see, I took that as more like a self-esteem thing. Like, he felt like he might have not been able to do much of an impact. He's like, well, I'm not a superhero. I'm not that great, so...
Well, yeah,
but then again,
like,
it's still
think that, though.
Yeah, but you could still have... Yeah, you could still have the low self-esteem and still do things.
He'd probably think that even more now that there actually are superheroes. But he didn't. Okay, so...
Alright, Miraculous, keep your secrets.
We'll let you keep them for now. Anyway, but... So, Chris Master, I don't know. I'm like... I have a feeling we're gonna see more of Chris later on. I don't know. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. But it's kind of cute though with Nino and Alia getting to go out while Marinette watches after the children or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be interesting if we saw them going out, but like Chris and the twins needed to be watched. That would be, poor Marinette. At that point,
yeah,
I don't think Marinette can handle it. And then everybody at the same time, everybody go. I don't think...
And a hamster.
And a hamster.
She pet sits.
She's just like, help me. Just got the hamster and it's like...
And the children are all running around in a circle, screaming around her. Oh, she's just like...
I'm fine. This is fine. Tiki's just like...
Tiki's gone. Tiki's hiding. Tiki's like long gone. She's like, you on your own, Marinette.
Tiki, it's funny watching the first episode, which I'll go over which one I think that is later, which is Stormy Weather, and why I think it's that one, other than the fact of air date. Just saying. Anyway, but
keep hitting the table.
Tiki just kind of pops out. Like, I love Tiki's like random like popping out and stuff, but normally she stays in the little purse, but like, yeah, when Marinette's at home, she's just kind of wherever Marinette is.
I figured if she were babysitting, she'd be in the purse. She'd be like...
I have a feeling she's just in the purse going like this most of the time at Marinette. Especially when she'll like sense Plague is around, which I have a feeling they can sense each other. I just do, but maybe they can't, and maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But like, whenever, you know, she hears that Adrian's there, she just immediately starts going, oh, no. Like, in the purse, she's just like, here we go again. Like, if only they would know. Oh, that's another thing about Where Dad. Why didn't I write that down? Plague's line is, like, the most beautiful thing in the world in that. When he's like, when Adrian's getting ready and he's gonna go see Marinette at their house, and yeah, because Plague is just kind of like oh wait, have to make sure. Is it? Okay. I'm sorry. I just realized that maybe it was a recording video, but it is, so it's fine. Anyway, so we don't want to see that. Anyway, so stop it. You can't see yourself anymore.
I know, all the more better.
Plague. Anyway, Plague said, what's wrong with having 2 pots simmering on the stove? Especially when there's only 1 pot.
Yeah, see, I feel like I wonder if they remember that they know who their owners are.
They do.
It's like, does Tiki remember that Cat Noir is Adrian in that Plague room? See, and I feel like, then why don't we get the Quabbies involved?
Because they can't be involved.
Why not?
Because that would be bad for some reason. Plus, it would give Marinette and Adrian less of a choice of when to reveal themselves.
True.
So, like, it's probably killing them inside watching all this happen between the two. But it just wouldn't make sense for them to do it on their own.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, that's like my favorite line from Plague ever. Especially when there's only 1 pot. Oh. He knows. Just wish he would tell him, but he won't. Let's move on to Backorder now. Sorry, this episode seems to be going by really fast just from looking at the time, like we're almost done. But there's a lot more to talk about, I guess, for some reason. Also, he's got a girlfriend.
I like that little intro thing. Like the little intro bit that they included in the episode caught me off guard. So I'm like, who's this supposed to be?
Yeah, I was like,
and then when I realized it was Fu and his younger self when
I thought for a minute, like, I thought it was like a movie that they were watching or something like that. And then I was like, wait a second, is that Fu? Oh my god, it's Fu. Fu. Fooey.
Okay.
I'm okay. I kinda had it. Okay, anyway. Anyways, so
what exactly was going on during that intro? Did he have a miraculous? Did they figure out that he was the guardian?
I'm assuming he had the turtle miraculous still. I don't know. I don't think they figured out he's a guardian. I also don't know what the frick was going on with the all the sirens and what in the world were they fighting?
I'm assuming the Hawk Moth at the time in full power mode.
No, because Hawk Moth's not that old.
That's why I said the Hawk Moth at the time.
Ooh. Peacock? No. Maybe.
What I'm basically saying is the equivalent. I'll say the equivalent to the Hawk Moth at the time. Maybe.
Maybe he's actually called Butterfly. Maybe. He is Papillon.
Hello, my name is Sean.
Stop it! Wrong fandom. Stop it. Okay. Anyway.
Oh my god, we should do a Ruby ASMR episode.
And I've lost her. Anyway, so
You've lost me. I've always been lost. What are you talking about?
Where are you?
I don't know.
Help me. Okay, can I just say the bathroom moments though in that episode?
I felt so bad for the guy at the end of the episode.
Occupied. Sorry. Like, don't recognize each other's voices at all. I'm gonna go check on my dad. Occupied. Oh, sorry, random stranger. Like, come on. But, like, honestly, though, and then they walk out at the same time, they're like, oh, hey, what's up?
Also, rip to the guy who was holding it the entire time.
Yeah,
he was,
really?
like, running into the
How long was he holding it for, though? Let's see. It couldn't have been that long, though, right? Because, like...
Sean?
Huh? Oh, wait, because... Oh, my brain doesn't work.
Do you need to use the restrooms? I know, wrong fandom.
That actually took me a second to realize what you were talking about. I was
like, I'm talking about the chibi where Jean really needs to go to the bathroom, but he has like
fandom. Anyway, no, it was funny though because I just blinked and I forgot that Shat and Adrian were different people. To other people. They're other people to other people. They're not actually different people, because that would be weird. But that's the thing. I was like, wait a second, because Adrian went to the bathroom, but then he changed his shot and left. So the bathroom was open. And then he came back, and then he changed back, and then... So it couldn't have been waiting that long. But then I was like, wait, no, because then in everybody else's mind, Adrian was in the bathroom the whole time, Belle. Come on. I'm stupid. But yeah, so yeah. That was funny. I laughed at it. I had to watch it like twice. It was funny. I'm going to watch it again.
I totally called it that Marinette wasn't going to get the notes right. I totally called it.
Get the what?
The notes.
Oh, yeah, I think we all did. Like, as soon as we went, you have too many papers. Marinette, no, stop. Tiki, please help. You're in the first, sort them out for her.
She can't help, though.
She was so close. Even if she had switched Foo's and her letter, it still would have at least hinted to
I knocked my phone on the floor.
Hinted to Adrian that she was in love with him. But no, she had to switch the wrong ones completely.
If she gave the constipation medication to the lover. Oh, that would have been funny.
But what if Marinette had done it right the first time? First off, we wouldn't have that problem. But I
feel like Adrian probably would have still turned her down.
I know he would have, but he would have known without a doubt, basically. And it's very much like, what would he do? Because, like, that poor boy, like, honestly, I feel so bad for him because he has all these girls fawning over him, but he doesn't care about any of them. All he cares about is Ladybug. And then, but he does care about Marinette, whether he realizes it or not. He does care about her in a romantic way. He just refuses to see it because he's so attached to Ladybug and he wants to remain loyal to her. And so he's like, no, she's just a friend. She's just a friend. She's just a friend. Like, in his head, he's just repeating it because he's like, she has to be because I love Ladybug. And I'm not going to be that kind of guy that just kind of ditches feelings whenever he feels like it. I told her I wouldn't give up on her, and I'm not going to. You know, that whole thing. Like, he is dead in love with Ladybug. And it's, like, kind of heartbreaking to watch a little bit. Because you know that they're the same person, but he doesn't.
How do you think Marinette would end up taking that heartbreak? Because we know that Adrian would turn her down.
I don't know. I kind of want to say that she would do the same thing Adrian's doing and just not give up, but I don't know if she would or not. Because Marinette's a different character. Like, she's just completely different from Adrian in those terms. They both have the same sense of right and wrong and everything, but for the most part, it's pretty different between the two. They both got different situations. Adrian's used to disappointments. Marinette's not. Whether she realizes it or not, she's not used to disappointment. She's used to being klutzy, but she's not used to disappointments. Not the way Adrian is. I mean, think about it. Like, for real, think about it. Like, Adrian has this high life and everything, but he hates every second of it. He's disappointed by his father every day, and his father, he thinks, is disappointed in him, and he doesn't get to go out very often, and he doesn't get to do things very often. It's just a disappointment after disappointment. He gets stuff taken away from him still. Like, you know, it's that kind of thing. And Marinette's the complete opposite. She gets to do whatever she wants, practically. Like, she gets to go out. She gets to sit in her room and make stuff if she wants. She can do whatever she wants in her room.
Said that.
You know, like, no, I mean, like, specifically in her room. She can make whatever she wants. She can buy whatever she wants. She can, I had something else. Point is, she has a lot more freedom, and she's used to kind of, I don't want to say this ugly way, but she is kind of used to, at this point, getting her way a little bit. Because if you think about it, now, she's not letting it go to her head. She's still being a good hero. Not like
Chloe.
She's not like Chloe at all, or Lila, or anybody that's considered evil in this thing. But she is kind of, whether or not she knows it, is going to probably let all this stuff get to her head a little bit. Maybe she won't, I don't know, but, like, she could very much let it, because her whole thing is that no matter what she tries and does, she always makes it. Like, the, creating the stuff for Jagged, and the soup situation in, Kung Food, and, like, I mean... The hat. I mean, that was a big one. Like, there's just everything that she tries and does, she pretty much succeeds in. And so, I don't know, if she had gotten it across to him and he went ahead and turned her down, no matter how softly he did it, or if he just didn't answer or whatever, I have a feeling she would have a lot of trouble with it.
I might write a fan fiction off of this.
Do it.
Honestly. I'll have to take some time to figure out, just come up with, like, a good... I'm not going to say hypothesis, because this ain't a hypothesis, but I have to come up with a really good guess as to how I think Adrian would respond with the note and everything, and how Marinette would take it.
That reminds me, I need to write my Miraculous in-betweens. I'm only on the second one because I'm, like, stuck, and I stopped caring about writing it. I'm not gonna lie. My first one hit 1,000 reads.
Hey, there you go.
It's over 1,000.
Y'all check it out.
Please.
It's on Wattpad, isn't it? What's it called?
Miraculous, the in-betweens.
Wattpad, WATTPAD.com. Or if you have the app, you can download the app.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag no promotions.
Okay, but can we also talk... Now, let's change the mood. Adrian thought of her all weekend, like Alia said.
Even if it was about constipation medication.
He was still thinking about her. At that point, you might just kind of want to wish he wasn't. But, you know, it's fine.
Hey, we don't know if he was specifically thinking about the condition.
Shut up. He was still hurt.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to be, like, optimistic about. He was still thinking about it. It's like, we don't know if he was thinking about the condition the entire time or how weird it was. And he was still thinking about it.
Gross. He was with Kagami the whole weekend.
But he still thought of Marinette the whole weekend.
Yay. Also, the Lucky Charm was kind of complicated. I mean... Usually it's pretty complicated. It's been complicated before. Just look at
but like the
Reverser,
whole process.
Yeah,
that whole process and how like I knew what
like,
she was I knew what she was trying to do when she was explaining. Kind of starting to go into explaining because I knew that he was gonna have to do it backwards.
I figured it out once he said cataclysm backwards.
Yeah, and I'm like, say cataclysm
there,
backwards.
He was so cute. I was like, aww. I don't know why. It was just like the cutest thing to see Shat trying to say cataclysm backwards. He's like, how do you do this? Like, oh my gosh. I know, we're being silent. We're both really tired. That was a lot just to kind of sit there and talk about, though. Just that one little bit was like, ooh, that got heavy.
Stormy weather.
Yeah,
part 2 was.
Let's move on.
Was actually heavier for me.
Oh yeah, well, good,
just because
I
of like
didn't write
all
very much.
Just because of like, well, see, I'm not gonna have a lot to really bring up because mainly the whole thing was going through back in time. Just like it was walk down memory lane based type episode. And I don't know, I was kind of
all alone in the moonlight.
What?
I can smile at the old days. It was beautiful then. I remember. Anyway.
Maybe you should sing that for your audition.
The audition I'm not doing. Anyway. So yeah, it was very much a remembrance episode. Which, by the way, is why I believe Stormy Weather was the first episode, because I mean, out of all the episodes, like, wouldn't they make Bubbler too if Bubbler was the first episode? For a let's go back in time and think about how everything's been for these past, I want to say year, but whatever. It also gave us a timeline, which I don't remember what it was. So now I gotta go back and watch it again.
I mean, they had a question as how they defeated Stormy Weather too. Because it seemed like she was winning, because she went like full hurricane mode on them.
Yeah, I don't know how she
So I kind of wondered, it's like...
What did she have? Do you remember what Lucky Charm gave her? Because I know they mentioned it, but I don't remember what it was.
I didn't even recall seeing a Lucky Charm, honestly.
Yeah, you didn't see it. The reporter just was speaking. I don't understand why they didn't.
It's like, it's nice that, yeah, they just, it was really a lot of walking down memory lane. That's what it was.
That's really all
we
that
didn't
episode
see
was.
a lot of fighting Stormy Weather with herself.
We saw a little bit, but not
a lot. Not a lot to really understand what the Lucky Charm was, what they did to defeat her.
Yeah, and I can't be completely mad about that or anything, but like still, it was kind of weird.
And I just wonder. Yeah. It's just something I'm wondering. Like at 2 a.m. when I can't sleep. How did they defeat Stormy Weather?
Also, Adrian, why? It was,
it's like, Adrian, why?
Why?
Hey, now I got her doing the other thing.
Dang it!
Yay!
You did that on purpose.
Oh, hey, you know our friend Treasure?
Purpose. What?
You know Treasure?
Yeah.
I got her into...
I know, she Snapchatted me. I was so happy. We got our friend into Ruby.
Yeah, no,
Wrong fandom! Anyway.
You brought it up.
I know, it's my fault.
I actually stopped and then you brought it up.
Yeah, it was your fault, though.
Anyway. Look at the heel.
Rang the gong, gotta go. No.
Let's move on. This will be like our gong that I'll remember to wear heels for every episode. So that way I can gong it when we're getting too off topic and we need to get back on topic.
Anyway,
I was already kind of doing like my own going through my brain type thing. And so I was kind of already emotionally sensitive when I watched the episode. So that's why it kind of, I was bringing up to the point of why I was kind of triggered.
I see. Interesting. No,
Technically, Hawkmoth and Ladybug brought Alia and Nino together. Because if there was no Hawkmoth, then there would be no Ladybug.
Yeah.
Even though Ladybug did all the work, Ladybug would not exist if it weren't for Hawkmoth, so...
Yeah.
Hawkmoth also, in a way, even if we don't want to admit it. Also, why did you say Adrian? Why?
Because I was sad that he won't just give up on Ladybug and go for Marinette.
It's like Ladybug's already turned him down.
But that's the thing, she didn't turn down Adrian. She turned down Cat Noir. And I know that they're the same person. And I know that he's like, and I know a lot of fandom things are like, well, Cat Noir is the real side of Adrian. Like, yes and no at the same time. Like, yeah, I think they both want whoever to accept both sides of them. But, I mean, for them, and I kind of think that, I don't think that Adrian does, but I think that Marinette thinks of herself and Ladybug as two different people still. Mm-hmm. Because, and this is another, like, personality thing for both of them, and another reason why I believe that is the reason that they are hidden from each other, and the rest of the world, is because, excuse me, personality change. Marinette goes from being this clumsy, silly girl, in her mind, that's all she is, to being a hero, somebody who can stand up and fight, somebody who is a lot more coordinated and more confident in herself. And I think we've seen that part, which we have, of her in Marinette, whenever she, like, takes over the class, basically, and she helps out and does stuff, and she's really cool as Marinette. And I think that's a part of herself that, I think that's a part of herself that she just hasn't recognized is truly her. But, I mean, I don't know. It's a little odd. But with Adrian, it's a little different. It's a little more odd because you would think he would be the one to think that he's a completely different person from Chat Noir, but he's really not. He thinks he's the same person. He believes himself to be. But, it's just so weird with his personality thing. Like, we don't see a lot. We do see some, but we don't see a lot of Cat Noir and Adrian. Or Adrian and Cat Noir. Like, there's a lot of difference there. There's that whole thing about, like, flirty, nonsensical punning versus Sweet Sunshine Child. You know? I mean, like, it's different. It just is. And we do get that togetherness every once in a while. We do get that put together. But for the most part, he pretty much remains Adrian or Cat Noir, which is not at all like Marinette when she has so many moments where she is like Ladybug, just on her own. But she doesn't believe that she is like Ladybug. She even says in the Where Dot episode, "Oh, he's in love with Ladybug, not me." And Tiki's like, "Well, y'all are the same person, though." Like, come on, yo.
Yeah.
She's like, what? Tiki doesn't understand it. I don't think Marinette does either, because Marinette's, like, relieved that Cat Noir's not in love.
Sorry.
I wasn't off topic. The Cat Noir isn't, like, in love with her as Marinette. He's in love with Ladybug, but she is Ladybug, so... Like, it doesn't make much sense, but unless you think of it as her thinking that she's kind of completely different people. Even if she doesn't realize, you know. Anyway, like I'm sorry. What?
I yawned again.
Oh.
Actually, I just had like a little light bulb that just went on in my head while you were bringing that up, going back to how Hawkmoth now knows about the whole Guardians of the... Well, he's gotten a little bit more...
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy. He's gotten a little more info now into who the Guardians for the Miraculous are.
That makes me worried.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap, so this is really a progression in...
And see, here's the thing, too, is he's going to go after that girlfriend. I can't remember her name. But he's going to go after her. It wouldn't be the first time that he's caused somebody else's akumatization. Like, he's done it before. He's not going to be afraid to do it again.
Mm.
Thank you. Just holding that back. Stop!
That was your fault.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, so, honestly... I think that's really all for this episode, unless you can think of anything else.
I think I had another train of thought, but then the train disappeared. Oh yeah, I was thinking like that day when Marinette finally realizes who Adrian is, and then she realizes she turned down Chat, which means she turned down Adrian.
Like 5 million times. Oh, that's gotta be the best when they finally reveal themselves.
If they do.
They will. They will. And also we'll have Adrian and Marinette get together. That's what we've been told. This is where the spoiler stuff comes in. We've been told that Marinette and Adrian are supposed to get together eventually. We've been told they're going to age them up, which I'm excited for. There's
Adrian
some episode that...
He's gonna glow up.
He's gonna glow up.
Oh no, I'm talking about like Adrian our age.
I know.
He's gonna go from being a 15-year-old boy to 20 years. Ooh, he is gonna be fine.
I hope.
Oh yeah, there is those weird There are those weird people where it's like they're highly attractive when they're younger, and then they grow up, and it's just like, what happened? Oh. What has puberty done to you?
I hope it's more like a, excuse the other fandomness, but more like a Ruby situation of growing up than in most cartoons.
Yeah.
They like matured, and you can tell. And like everything got dark. Like the lighting and everything, but also the storyline. But I mean specifically the lighting. Stop.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, but yeah, so we're supposed to be getting a lot of different stuff in this season, including other Kwamis, other Miraculous holders, including out of Paris Miraculous holders.
Dang, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how they're gonna do that. If it's just gonna be people visiting, or if they're actually leaving. Like, what is happening?
I feel like that's just a bad idea.
I don't know. It's a bad idea. I just don't know how they're gonna do it. But and then the one that I'm excited for is that Marinette and Adrian are supposed to swap Kwamis at some point. How, when, why, and where? No idea. But I've seen the designs, and I really like Marinette's Cat Noir. Or whatever. She's Lady Noir now. The ship name. That's what it is. I don't remember what his is, but
Lady Boy?
I hope
or
not.
Boy Bug. Instead of Ladybug, it's Boy Bug.
He should be the love bug.
Bugaboo. Sorry.
Off topic. Anyway,
We weren't.
I know, but you rang the gong.
Okay. If I thought that was accidental. I think I need to come up with a new one just because I've been gonging it too much.
If you gong it 3 times in a row, then we're off topic.
There we go.
There you go. Ta 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 da.
I start gonging Carol of the Bells. Ba ba da da da.
Ding dong, ding dong. Anyway,
me trying to be a bass and failing.
Dong.
Dong. Boom. My boyfriend ever watches this, he's gonna shake his head and be like, why? Just why?
Boy. Anyway, but yeah, so we're supposed to get a lot of really cool stuff in this season, and I'm really excited for it. In this episode, in this season, so I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait for the next episode to come out, which is in March sometime, I think. Which is coming soon, so.
I want to see more power-ups.
I do too. That'd be kind of fun.
What are the power-ups that we have so far?
Swimming in ice.
Fire.
Water.
Swimming.
We have water.
Yes.
We have all the water aspects, except for gas. What if they turned into birds? What if Ladybug finally grows wings? Surely there's got to be some kind
they
of
transform into their animal version.
Yes! I want to see an actual cat noir.
Ooh, if Ladybug's going to be at a really disadvantage.
Yeah.
Little tiny thing. Where'd she go? Where'd my lady go? She flew away. I can't find her. She's too small. Tiki!
What if... Tiki Cupcake! You don't hear me calling you Stinky Sock.
That was a really good impression.
I know. I'm good at Tiki. I'm not good at Marinette yet. But I've been practicing. I've been singing songs that Christina V did covers of, and I'm getting there. There was one night where I got it. Like, I legit got it. And I spoke, and I was like, Cat Noir now. I don't know why that's the line that I went with, but it was. And I said it like 5 times in a row, and it sounded just like Marinette. I was super hyped, and then I lost it. And I was super sad.
Why didn't I get to hear it?
Because I was in my car driving. And then I got sick, so I haven't been able to really
practice.
Yeah, very well. I mean, I've still been trying, but it's harder to do when you're dying up here.
Yeah, I'm not exactly trying with Adrian just because he's a boy and I am girl.
You can do a young boy. Every girl has a young boy in the... Wait. Every girl has a young boy voice in them. There we go.
Every girl has a young boy in them.
Only if you're pregnant. Anyways, so moving on.
Didn't work very well. No, because you didn't hear the first one.
There we go.
I'll just do this. There.
There.
If I do it with my hand.
Okay, anyway.
I don't know what we're doing. I entered off rhythm as usual. I'm a soprano. I don't know how to keep rhythm.
What? That's offensive to me.
It's offensive to our entire vocal part, but we all know it's true.
No.
We always get pitch before we get rhythm.
I get both.
Well, that's because you're you.
Anyways, so that's going to be all for this episode. We're probably going to do another one right after this. Not for Miraculous, though, for Disney, because something happened in the Disney fandom universe, which I'm sure if you are in the Disney universe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, that is all for this episode.
And as we say in the Miraculous episodes,
pound it!